A wedding, where personalities come together to create something timeless. Yet the whirlwind of planning can feel so overwhelming that couples often miss the chance to savor it. Through the eyes of couples from every corner of the globe, step back into their wedding day and relive the memories that made it unforgettable.
My name is Donna Simpson.
And my name is James Simpson. We've been together for 34 years and got married in 1995. This is our real wedding.
Wow.
That wasn't yesterday.
No, that was pretty soon after we first started dating.
And you bought your first car?
That was my first
Yep.
car right
Yep.
behind us. A little, don't know the year, but it was a Firefly. So yeah, it was fun.
And the Stubberts van behind it.
And yeah, I used to work for a company called Stubberts, and that was the cargo van that we used.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Hmm.
I think I was 19 then.
Probably so, yeah.
Yeah. Wow. We met through my sister. I wasn't a member of the booster club for the Oilers, the Cape Breton Oilers hockey team, but my sister was, and there was a road trip to Halifax. And she knew James before I did, obviously, and she asked me if I wanted to go with her. So we hopped on the bus to Halifax, and the rest is history.
Quite honestly, one of the buses had broke down, and the first time I got to see her was when the ladies came on our bus to use the washroom. And the minute she walked on the bus, I knew that was it right there. I was taken, to say the least, and still am. Yeah. What was your first impression of me?
Well, it wasn't great. But it wasn't at that moment that he was talking about. It was before that. My first visual of him, he was wearing shorts in February, and I thought that was crazy. So I didn't think much of him. But once I got to know him, after we actually met, he was a great guy.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
We somehow went and got portrait photos done, and that was pretty much along the same timeline as the first picture, I do believe.
So, yeah, when we first started dating, it was kind of hectic with me being in training, nursing school. So we had to kind of fit it in on the weekends and, you know, have our time together then.
Yeah.
For some late nights that you drove me home. And
Fall asleep on the couch.
I'd wake up at like 1 a.m. and you drive me all the way over to Sydney.
Yeah.
James is from Sydney mine, so it was a little hike, but got me home every night.
Indeed.
Oh, it was a party at your place.
Oh dear. Yeah, that was a party at our house. For some reason, I had a tie on. I don't know why. That was a little bit. We were into dating a little bit by then, I do believe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Met all of his friends then, so.
Yes, all of the bunch.
It was a fun night. I'm glad that there's no social media back then because.
Yeah, and we matched. If you look, we have jeans and black shirts on, so we matched.
I'm sure I planned that.
Ignore the mullet.
Still a good picture.
Yeah, it's a nice picture. I like that picture.
Oh, you have the same tie on.
I'm wearing the same tie, probably same black shirt, and probably same jeans. I did not have much of a wardrobe. I think that was one of your...
My cousin's wedding, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what year that would have been.
No,
Probably 92, I would say. And pretty much if you put the yellow cabinets and yellow fridge, it would pretty much look the same picture. Donna, you would have changed her outfit, but mine's the same.
Yeah. I look the same too, though.
So I purchased the ring, had it hidden, had no plan, none. I had no idea what I was going to do. And we were having some friends over one night, and I took the ring out and showed them, and I said, "Well, guys, this is it. I'm we're going to get engaged. Well, hopefully we're going to get engaged at some point in time. And I said, I just don't know when it's going to be. And one of my friends said, well, what about tonight? And I said, yep, what about tonight? So that's what we did. We went to a local bar, and a DJ that we had knew was playing the bar. And how cheesy this is, I got him to make up a reason to call Donna to the middle of the dance floor.
They said that they had my jacket or something.
Yeah.
And I just kind of went up there, and then kind of the crowd parted, and I was like, what the heck is going on?
And I got down on one knee in front of everybody at the bar and proposed. And she said yes.
She said yes. Yeah. So it was good. I was happy.
And then we went home and called people at 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning just to let everybody know that
Yeah.
it had went down.
There was no social media then.
There was no social media. Everyone got a phone call.
Everybody got called. I don't know. I feel like we were trying to pick a date, and
Yeah, we didn't want to do the summer because
that was
too
part
hot.
of that was part of the problem, was trying to find the right time. So we picked the fall. I remember a lot of the planning. Like it wasn't like it is now, because there's so much social media and you can do everything online. It was, you had to get an order catalog to order your invitations.
Oh yeah,
and
that's right.
I think the DJ and the videographer and the photographer were all
It's the same
in one
person,
package.
yeah.
It was the same fella that, and it was just by word of mouth that you got to, book somebody. So we booked him, but I don't remember like
The venue, Donna had found the venue. I again, through a friend of a friend, we found the venue in.
Yeah.
The Reverend. We didn't want to do like a typical church wedding. They're long. They can be long, and we wanted it to be more
intimate
for us. Yeah, intimate. Yeah. So we cut it right down, and the venue was beautiful, and she did a great job. And I, as a typical male, showed up in a tux. So that's what I did.
Yeah. Same with that. Same with the tuxedos. You had to order them. And,
Yeah.
When we went shopping for my dress, my mother came with me. I think it was just me and my mother.
Mm-hmm.
And I tried a few on. I can't remember the name of the store. It was on Charlotte Street, but I can't remember. Old Hall, maybe. Anyway, I tried different styles on. What I thought I wanted, but like the princess style with that wasn't me. I tried it. I was like, no. So then we just picked one, and actually I think the lady that worked there picked it for me, and I tried it on. As soon as I came out, my mother said, that's the dress.
As far as myself and my groomsmen picking out tuxes, it was nothing special. We went in and knew what color we needed and got measured, and that was it. Again, we did very little. I'll fess up to that.
I think I helped you pick that.
You
I'm pretty sure I did.
Yes. The style. You picked out the style, and we just went in and got measured. Here we go. What?
There's the dress.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep.
It looked chaotic, but I don't know if that was just the
I don't think it was.
the role of the film, or
It was a
if everything was
smallish room,
pretty.
so it
Yeah.
just looked like it was, it was fun. Oh, look. I don't remember feeling nervous. I definitely wasn't nervous. I think it was just make sure everything gets done that needs to get done. But that's just me. Susie fluffing up my veil.
Yeah.
I remember going to Halifax to get the material for the dresses. Mommy and Daddy took me out.
I don't remember that. Did they really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. My special trip to Halifax. I came back without any material. But it all worked out in the end.
It did.
Yep. Okay. With the baby's breath in Susie's hair. Me and Daddy.
I had to say that.
Oh, that's the photographer. Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
her.
Oh yeah. She was busy.
Oh, yeah, it's pictures. Jeez, I don't remember this on the video.
No, no.
No, I remember that picture.
Well, it's funny because the video had about what seemed to be about 15 minutes of you guys getting ready, and then they came downstairs and brushed over the four of us once, and that's the airtime we got.
The way it is.
That's the way it is. Yeah, it's your day.
Yeah. So there's Cheryl, my sister, my baby sister, and my older sister, Susie, and a good friend of mine that I went through training with, Heather. Yeah, so they were my bridesmaids. I was going to say, why do you have four?
I'm in there, yeah. And there's myself sitting next to me in the middle. It was my best man, John. And on either ends were Dougie and Alec. Still all really good friends and real close. Actually, Alec, who was my friend back then, is now our brother-in-law.
Yes.
He married my sister.
Heather coming out of the
bathroom. She was mortified. I remember that on the video.
Big. The bouquets look big. I don't remember them.
I can honestly tell you, I didn't order them, so I don't know.
That's Heather.
That's her friend, Heather.
So yeah. This way.
This way?
That's my sister Cheryl and Susie.
We were the first of all of our friends and you know, our age bracket relatives that got married. So this was a first for all of us in every aspect of it.
That picture holding the bouquet on my face. Everybody's so young. Wow.
Yeah. Not much has changed. I'll say that.
I can imagine what was said there.
Oh. Probably better off not knowing.
Yes, that's a nice picture.
There's your dad, who just loves being the center of attention. He was real awkward.
Yeah, he doesn't love being the center of attention.
No. Cheryl not wanting her picture taken.
It's me and my mother.
Affectionately known as Mummy to everybody. And then eventually Nana.
Yep.
It's the garter, Cheryl. That thing really did fire.
My garter.
Oh, the garter. Yeah, I thought you were reenacting a Cinderella scene or something.
Get focused on North Slow.
Yeah.
Big smiles, everybody.
Just for the pictures. Oh my God, no, I don't remember what I was thinking there. Let's get this done. Yeah, I wasn't nervous. I remember, like, I wasn't nervous at all.
No. I was.
No. My only fear was going down the stairs. Like, because we had to walk down the stairs, I was nervous of falling.
Yeah. And there was a bit of a twist at the bottom of the staircase there, yeah.
But once we got going, it was all good. Everybody
chewing gum. Oh, I wasn't, but yes, they all was. Here we go. It's a very small venue. It only held about 30 people, I think. Again, we wanted it intimate and easy for everybody.
I can't get over the bouquets.
They're huge. They really are.
They look like they just want a patch. Wow.
Yeah, I do believe you asked your dad there if he was all right.
Maybe.
He was gonna stay. Yep, he was gonna stay.
That's James's sister.
Yeah, my
doing
sister
a reading
Tracy.
for us, so.
She almost made it through.
Now sin of others, but delight in the truth. There is nothing not
I remember John behind her laughing.
of its faith.
Couldn't believe she was crying. Yeah.
Hope and
Yeah.
endurance. The three things that last forever. Faith, hope, and love. And the greatest of the three is love.
Donna, I give you this ring. I'm not to give you this ring as a sign of my love, Lord. As a sign of my love, Lord. James, I give you this ring as a sign of my love, Lord. For as much as you, James Robert Simpson, and you, Donna Corrine Gillis, have made this solemn covenant of marriage before God and before all of us here, and have pledged your vows to each other, and confirmed them by the joining of your hands and the giving and receiving of rings. Now, therefore, in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, I declare that you are husband and wife.
And then we were thinking, like, what's next? What do we do now?
What do we have to do now? Yeah. Wow.
Oh, look. We got married at the, it was an inn. It was called the Rocking Horse Inn. We actually wanted to do an outdoor wedding originally. That was kind of a fleeting thought.
Yeah, too many factors.
Yeah. It was a nice venue.
There was a lot of pictures taken.
And there's a picture of the rocking horse.
Yes, the actual rocking horse on the rocking horse.
The hall was the Westmount Legion.
It was really just a halfway point to keep it kind of equal for everybody.
Yeah, it was a small supper, but we had a big reception.
A big reception, yeah.
Wow.
I remember when our son's girlfriend was watching this particular thing the other night, and Dougie walking in here, who's still a huge part of our lives, and she didn't know who he was. She said, "That's that Dougie?" Like, she couldn't believe that was him. So I thought that was kind of amusing. He does look a little young there, I guess, does he?
Yeah.
Well, seated at our head table, we'll start right over on the end there. There's my dad, Joe, my mom, Marg, and then my groomsmen, Dougie, Alec, John, myself, and you can take it from there, I guess. Well,
yeah, Susie, and then Cheryl and Heather, and then my parents, and I think it was turkey we had. I think
absolutely, it was turkey.
There's the best man making the speech. Very good speech.
It was a great speech. He burned me real good in it.
I've only known Donna for a few years since I came home from Toronto in '91 to find her dating my best friend, who I thought she was trying to steal from me. That was what I thought. But anyways, nothing's changed except Donna comes to get me now too.
He got me good with a little trick story that he had up his sleeve, so that was funny. He's always good for a laugh. Alec mentioned how beautiful the bridesmaids and everything were, so he toasted the bridesmaids. And then we made our fathers get up, and there's Donald, and he had no idea he had to do this, so...
No, we couldn't tell him, because if we told him,
he
wouldn't be there.
Yeah. No, he wouldn't. Yeah.
Well, Donna and James, and I'd like to welcome James to our family, and I wish them all the best in their life, and the best of luck.
And then my dad, who is 5'4" on a good day, as soon as he stood up, his best friend and guy like an uncle to me, he shouted out, "Stand up," just so everybody laughed at that, because he's a real small guy.
Oh, the cutting of the cake.
Oh, the cutting of the cake.
Yeah, I remember making sure that you didn't smush it into my face.
Which was never going to be a thing.
I wasn't sure.
You had a thought, yeah. Oh my God.
Do people do that anymore?
I don't know. It looks so cheesy, doesn't it? Yeah. Our first dance, I do believe it was, why we chose a 7-minute song for our first dance, I don't know, but it seemed like we were up there forever. I don't know where they got the long version of it or whatever, but I'm sure that was the first song. I didn't realize how close our parent and mom, they were in height.
Oh, throw the bouquet. Tanya, wasn't it?
Tanya Jessen was her name. She caught the bouquet. And that's me doing the removal of the garter.
And then the dancing began.
Dancing. That's my great uncle Perce there. He's right there. He's probably 80, 85 years old. The dancing started and it went all night. All night.
It was a lot of fun.
It was a great night.
Great night.
Great
yeah,
night.
Yeah.
There's something else I don't think they do anymore.
No, I don't think they do that anymore. No.
I don't even know what you would call it. It was fun. It was fun to look back at this and see the people that were there.
Good memories.
Yep. And off we went.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
That's nice. It's nice to have. I don't even know if they really even do videos anymore.
Not like that.
It was nice.
Look how shiny.
I know. It's still on. Wow. You got me. I'll give you that. It's not easy to get me, and you got me.
It was definitely very special to watch it again. After all these years, I wouldn't change anything. The whole day was great.
Great memory, great night, great friends.
It was perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good night.
Yeah.
Since we got married, a lot has changed. We bought a house together. We have 2 beautiful children who are adults now and starting their own relationships and their own families someday, hopefully. It's been a good life together.
It has been.
Yeah.
It has been. And it's really, we've been completely family oriented. We never moved without our kids. There were so many dance recitals and hockey games and soccer games we pulled them to all over the Maritimes. Wouldn't change 1 minute of that. A lot has changed, but everything has been great.
Our daughter just got married last year, so my advice would be to make it your own. Do what you want to do. Don't let anybody sway you. Just have fun, enjoy the whole day, and just, like I said, make it about you and make it special.
It's the exact same thing we did. We went against some grains and did what we wanted, and everything worked out well.
It all worked out, yeah.
And like it's our daughter Kaylee, she was just married, and her wife Emma just celebrated their first anniversary. Our son Tyler, just hope they do the same. Just live your life. Yeah.
Hopefully grandchildren.
Yeah.
We have lots of grand puppies and kitties, but we'd like to have grandchildren someday.
Yeah.
And, travel, retirement. So, travel.
Retirement and travel and,
Yeah.
and keeping on with what we've been doing, living.
Yeah.
We've got a vacation planned in 30 days, I do believe we're going away. And then hopefully the big plan is a family vacation in February of 26 it would be. We're looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Just living it.
Next year, 30 years.
Next year, 30 years. Yeah.
So for our 30th, we're just, we have a couple of vacations on either side of that year. So we're just gonna have a nice party with some friends and family, and that's the plan.
Yeah, we don't know what they're up to.
Low key, but fun.
Yeah.
Similar to the wedding, so.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, that's the plan.